Hey YouTube. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. There's so much damn sun. What the hell? Let's see if I can put this dang shade down. It's crazy. Alright. Shelly, you back on? Or is this Paula? Or is it both of y'all? Alright, see if you have a comment again and see if I could read the comments. Or see if you could. Alright, Paula B. Shelly, you on here too? Man, Paul, let me tell you how my day been going with Grubhub. Alright, you know, I did Uber Eats around, let me see, what time I picked up that first McDonald's order. It was about a little bit after 11 o'clock, 11:30ish or so. So, you know, I'm somewhat on a roll with Uber Eats. I got 3 deliveries before my block started. Hey, Dorian. I'm just telling y'all about my day so far with Uber Eats and Grubhub. So, Uber Eats, I started like, you know, about 11:30ish or so. Went up the street to McDonald's. Then had an order from Blitz Wings. Let me tell you about that place. That's a story altogether. And then after that I had 2 other orders, you know, very good size orders, you know, $6-7 or whatever. And I need to contact Uber Eats regarding one of the orders. So anyway, I'm driving to deliver someone's lunch, and let me tell you, Atlanta, boy, I swear, they'll cut up a road, cut down trees, and make a whole new road like that. I had to go down this street, and then they had to detour because they literally cut into the forest. Because, you know, Atlanta is a city that's within a forest. You know, if anybody wants to know the little geography of it, about Atlanta. So, they literally making a brand new road. I was like, how the hell am I supposed to get to where I need to go? The GPS is telling me to go down this street, which they're closed down, building a new road. And I had to figure out how to go around. So, after, you know, trying to go to detour and whatever, I said, bump it. I can't deliver this food. So I hit undelivered, whatever, and then I had got my Grubhub order. So I got my Grubhub order, and then as I was going down another street, I said, you know what, let me try this one more time to deliver this Uber Eats order. So I figured out a way to get to that street that I need to deliver. So I need to contact Uber Eats and tell them to adjust my pay, because I told them I had to drive an additional, it felt like 10 miles to get to that person's house, and the pay is incorrect. I know it was not no 3 miles that I drove to deliver that Uber Eats order. So I'm gonna put an adjustment in, and they're gonna have to look on their Google map, and they could see construction. They could see how that whole entire and it's just like a less than a 1 mile radius. They literally tore down trees and built up a whole new road, and then you had to figure out a detour how to get into the into like back into certain neighborhoods. I mean, it's amazing. So that's how that went. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and go to this pick up this Grubhub order. So I'm looking at the order. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going on Peachtree Industrial to Panda Express. It wasn't Peachtree Industrial. It was some other street. I'm driving, and next you know, I'm turned around in a damn circle again with Grubhub this time. I'm driving, wait a hell minute. It's like my block was over at 3 o'clock. I got to the place where I supposedly got to the so-called Panda Express at that address at 3:10. I'm I'm like, okay, this is not the address to Panda Express. I said, okay, maybe if I go down Peachtree Industrial, I will bump into a nearest Panda Express somewhere. I get a call from Grubhub Dispatch, and it was like, well, where are you? It shows that you're there. I said, there is no Panda Express at this address that y'all put in here. It's the wrong address. Which Panda Express is it? Oh, we just got a brand new accounts with Panda Express. We got a whole bunch of new ones recently in your market, and I'm getting frustrated at this point. I said, you know what? I said, I've been driving for over an hour. My block was over at 3 o'clock. You know, I'm in the car. I'm hot, hungry, burning up. Must be going to the change because I'm almost 50 next year, and I'm feeling, you know, I was like, oh, come on. I was getting a little agitated because I'm driving around and around E on E. Then after that, I said, well, I'm driving, and so I need to navigate to where I'm going. And I said, I have to pull off to the side. Then y'all call me back and tell me what it is, where I'm supposed to be going. He hangs up. I ain't getting no call from Grubhub Dispatch. I called back the number in Chicago. Then I spoke to this stupid lady, this stupid girl, and I said that, no, I'm not a customer, I'm a driver. We need to transit and driver support. You know, I'm like, first of all, I said I'm supposed to be getting a call back from dispatch because they put the wrong address for me to go to Panda Express. I've been driving for an hour and no one has not called me back, and I'm sitting here waiting for Grubhub to call me back. They ain't did that. They transferred me over. I had to go ahead and explain this whole thing all over again. I was on the phone with them until 3:40. Then after all that, they was like, oh, we apologize. That's the wrong address. I said, I already knew it was the wrong address. They didn't know what Panda Express for me to go to. Then I said, you know what? I don't want this to mess up my acceptance rate and my level. And I want to get paid for the time that I've been on this phone. From not just pay me 2 hours, y'all pay me 2.5 hours. Okay, we're going to adjust your account. I hang up the phone. I see it was 50%. I said, 50%? What the hell 50% come at? I look at the damn order. They gonna send me another order when I'm on the phone with Grubhub. And therefore, it was missed. So not only do I not get that $25 because it's $1 a minute that they pay you, I had to sit up in here, call back Grubhub about an hour later while I'm sitting here at Chick-fil-A telling them what happened again. And I said that y'all told me y'all sent me the text message of the address, and y'all never sent me that text message or the address. Nor did the dispatch call me back with the correct information to deliver the to get to the Panda Express. And I said, you know what? I said, I'm so frustrated because I'm sitting here waiting for people to call. I'm driving up and down the road, not knowing where to go. You know, am I going to Duluth? Am I going to Peachtree Corners? Am I going to Atlanta? Where am I going? Atlanta is big. Peachtree Industrial runs through 3 different counties. Gwinnett County, DeKalb County, parts of that goes into Hall County, parts of it goes to Beaufort, Georgia. I mean, Peachtree Industrial is like, I don't even know, whatever major highway in your city, imagine that. I'm sitting up here driving 30, burned up all my gas, used up all the gas in the car. I'm lucky. So I said, you know what? I started driving on my way towards the house, back home. I called customer service. I said, I want to speak to a manager. And they're gonna tell me, oh, it's your Sprint. Who you got your carrier? I said, ain't got nothing to do with Sprint. They gonna try to sit here and blame it on Sprint. Really? I said, I'm so tired of y'all lying about blaming it on wireless services. Now, if I said AT&T, and if I said, okay, I got AT&T, then y'all would have said something about AT&T. I mean, I said, you know what? I wasn't going to participate in that lawsuit that grub that somebody had put upon. I got until tomorrow to mail that thing in the mailbox, and it has to be time stamped. I'm sick of this. Somebody needs to take care. Somebody needs to really put a lawsuit on these companies. I have to fight for $5. I have to fight for them to pay me correctly. Get the hell off my fucking phone. You know what? Why don't you get on my damn channel, Tony Anderson? Then you ain't gotta fucking worry about grouchy old lady, fucking faggot. What about that, jackass? Hey, Dorian. Oh, that old grouchy lady again. Fuck you. What about that, you nosy motherfucker? Go and tell that. Since you want to be all on my channel, worrying about how I'm acting. Why don't you mind your business for one thing? What about that? I was trying to look at my screen. I can't see with all that lighting.
I'm sorry?
I said I put that down. I cannot see the screen on my. That's why. Can you put that further down so I get the glare off my?
That's the furthest it goes. Is right there.
No, back to where it was originally.
That's the first. Like that's it.
I'm sitting up here on the phone, and here come the person from Chick-fil-A. You gonna put the blind up when I said it's glaring on my phone. I swear, you know, I am so pissed off. People just come over here and just stop messing around with me. Hey, that's the furthest it'll go. No, it ain't. You know, I'm sick and tired of your trolls keep coming on my channel. If you don't like what I gotta say, get the hell off. Ain't nobody pulling you over here. Ain't nobody forcing you to come on my channel either. So, between going in a circle with Uber Eats and going all around the world with Grubhub today, I burnt up, I used up more gas than I needed to, unnecessarily. I swear, you know, it's like you try to go all the way to do these deliveries and nobody wants to take accountability of the mistakes they're making. And you calling them on the phone and letting them know, it shows that you're there. How you gonna tell me? I know what an industrial park business look like. I know exactly what Panda Express looks like versus an office building in a industrial park. I mean, they act like you're dumb. Really? If I was at the Panda Express, wouldn't you think that I would have been at the Panda Express? Oh. And you know they're not going to pay me for that damn gas either. They ain't going to pay me not one nickel for that gas. That's for sure. Grubhub ain't going to say, okay, well, let's go ahead and give you $25 for the job. They ain't going to even do it. They're not even going to do it. I could have just kept on doing Uber Eats. I probably would have had about 7-8 orders by that time. Bro, I swear, this messed up my whole entire dang day. I'm quite sure they're gonna pay me back. Hell no, that damn crooked gas company. Nope. Nope, not doing Instacart. Well, thank you, Victoria. Let me tell you what Instacart got the nerve to send me an email talking about. We now in your area. Man, please. I wouldn't order a dog biscuit if it was the only dog biscuit ever in Atlanta from Grubhub to deliver. We could give you free grocery delivery. Y'all could keep that. Keep it. Let me tell you. I'm not messing with Grub. I'm not messing with Uber and Instacart. No more. I can't wait till they get I can't wait till Amazon Flex starts really taking over in the market. Instacart is holding on to its last thread, I tell you. I had to file me a Federal Trade Commission complaint against them. You know, I'm sick and tired of companies acting like they don't want to pay you. Man, you're making good money with none of these companies, to be honest. I don't even think it's good money is not working for these apps. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Grubhub is just like, you just have to know the market. You just have to know when to deliver and when not to. And that's for anybody, to be honest with you. You know? Making good money is, okay, let me go ahead on a Friday. You know, anyone knows, like on a Friday evening, whether you do Grubhub, DoorDash, or whomever, and you know what stores, you know where to go, you know where to deliver, that you're going to really make decent money, put it that way. That's all I have to say about that, decent money. And let me tell you, these fat kids are getting fatter and fatter. I'm like, it don't make no damn sense. I'm sitting here watching this big old fat boy. He look like he's about. And if he don't pick up his damn feet, I swear to God, I swear. I mean, you that fat that you gotta drag your feet like that. It don't make no sense. I know I should get slapped in the face for even saying that, but you know what? It's true. These kids are way too big at this early age. They need to be taking these kids in front of the TV and knowing how to exercise and play outside or do something. You know, I don't know. Who knows? It's a shame that some kids, they don't even, you know, as big as they are and the younger they are. Hey, Kevin Campbell. I know one thing, when I was in my younger age, I think even up to the point when I was about almost 30, I've always been in good health. Then life took over. You see when Uber Eats and Walmart are testing grocery delivery now. Yeah, I heard that Kroger was supposed to team up with Uber Eats to do the deliveries of groceries too. I heard a whole lot of things that I ain't seen materialize. Now, one thing, ain't none of these gonna work. You know, I mean, Kroger already has it where click and bait or whatever they call it. You're supposed to park. You're supposed to order the groceries online. Then you're supposed to drive to the Kroger, and then it's supposed to come with your groceries and put it in your car, and you're supposed to drive on about your business. I know Kroger was doing that. Walmart is the same way. You're supposed to go to the Kroger, and you're supposed to, what are you saying? Amazon announced Monday that whole food prices will be dropping. Yeah, that ain't true. First of all, the prices of food dropping has to be more to do with supply and demand. Because the only thing that could possibly drop, you can't really drop prices like fruit, vegetables, and things that's shipped from California and other states. That's the market. And everything in Whole Foods ain't organic either. I already seen certain prices dropping. Amazon is not gonna drop the prices just because. The prices drop has to do with the market. It has to do with the supply and demand. If there was a shortage of strawberries, for instance, and the demand is high, you know, that's gonna affect the price. You know. Look at this. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Yeah, see how big that little boy is? Then he walking like he got a stick up his ass. I'm like, shit. Monday is when they close on their purchase of Whole Foods. So, yeah, well, we'll see. When they finally close, they need to shut down Instacart. Put that final nail in this coffin. Because Instacart major investor was Whole Foods, and their contract is going to end if they decide to end it early, but it only has another year and a half. But the ramp time for any business is when there's things about to close or contracts are not going to be renewed. There's always like a 1 year, 1.5 year time frame for them to transition into the new team of people. So all those little high price Whole Food people who work there, because I hate Whole Food. I can't stand people in the Whole Foods. They are the most rudest people. I don't care if it's the one on State Bridge on Johns Creek or the only one that I really like, I would have to say, is the one on Ponce de Leon. They're a little bit laid back. But those other Whole Food people, they so damn got their nose stuck up in the air, stuck up, acting like, you know what, you just bag groceries and you just a cashier. And they will, ooh, I can't stand it. If I walk in there and I ask for help or something, they'll walk right by you like you ain't asked them nothing. I can't stand Whole Food. I can't stand them. We'll see. It don't make no difference what they do. There ain't no Whole Food any place where I live, so if I have to go to a Whole Food, I have to go somewhere else. And to be honest, I don't like Whole Food. I prefer Fresh Market, or what's the other one that I like? I even like Aldi's. Nah, it ain't so much of a slow Thursday. It's just the fact that they're saying Uber Eats and that Grubhub turned me around for the last 2 hours when I was trying to do Uber Eats and Grubhub at the same time. Messed my whole little flow up, but it'll start again at 7 minutes. I'm supposed to do Grubhub. Okay. Yeah, it was late because it was almost up 1 o'clock in the morning when Cosilis. Yeah, it was almost 1 o'clock in the morning when I was on my live stream and I was talking about what happened at the Blitz Wings place. Oh, let me tell you what happened with Blitz Wings. Yeah, I know you got it after that. It was way after that. I sent it during that time, but you must have read it. Yeah, but as long as you got it. But let me tell you what happened with Blitz Wings. Remember I was telling y'all when I was delivering some order from Blitz Wings, the wing place that's up the street from my house that I ordered from personally, and I always say I get a lot of orders from over there. So anyway, the day before, 2 days ago, I went to an order to an apartment complex, 30083 zip code in Stone Mountain. Now you know when I say that zip code, it's usually in the rough part of Stone Mountain, real ghetto, broken down apartment complexes, and people tend to get robbed. And there are certain places you got to be cautious about. So let me tell you what happened. So I went to deliver this hamburger and fries at this apartment complex. I get to the apartment complex. Then I said, okay, where is the, the call box. So I went to the other side of the apartment complex. The person let me in. Then she's guiding me to the back of the apartment complex. Outside of the apartment complex, could go back outside, go all the way around again, which was like a good 15 minutes more added on to the time. So I said, okay, ma'am, I'll be in a white car and I'll be outside because I don't deliver to apartment complexes. Not only was it pitch black dark, something in my spirit tells me, nope, don't go upstairs. Don't go upstairs, Teresa. And when something tells me don't do something, I'm following my instinct. So way before I got to her apartment building, which was way in the back, up in the cut, I said, okay, I'll be in the white car. I'll be downstairs. It gave her ample time for her to go downstairs and come to the car, get her bag, and go about my business. I get there to the door. I said, ma'am, I'm downstairs. You ain't coming upstairs? I said, no, ma'am. I don't go upstairs at night. Nope. I don't go upstairs. I don't do that at night. On almost 11 o'clock at night, I'm going upstairs to some dark-ass, ghetto-ass apartment complex. I said, nope. This bitch cursed me out. Fuck you. Bitch. I hung up. Waited for a couple minutes. She called me again. I paid for my motherfucking food, bitch. You better fucking come and stay. You think after all that I'm gonna go upstairs and give your food a bag after you threatened me verbally like that? I drove off. Called Uber. You know, they in Bangladesh. I don't give a damn if she was 1,000 years old. You know, one of those hood rats. You know, you can't tell these hood rats how old they look. You know, half of them be like 30 years old, but they look 50 because they look so worn out, tired looking from smoking all that weed and everything else, and whatever the hells they be doing. You know, so trust me, she ain't no elderly person. That's for sure. You know, can't tell with these hood rats. So I called Uber, told them I felt verbally threatened and I'm not going upstairs in an unsafe neighborhood, an apartment complex, to deliver no food. Not for no $4.50 something. I'm not. Most definitely not. And you can't even you know. See, I look around my surroundings. If there's no lights turned on in the apartment complex, and you giving me those strange directions to get to your apartment, when in fact of the matter is, why I gotta go in the apartment complex just to turn around to go to the back, go out the other back gate, and turn around and go back on the other side and then come back in and all that turn? That didn't make any sense. I said, no, I'm not doing all that. So let me tell you. Exactly. They think they slick. So let me tell you. So I canceled. I said Uber paid me for my delivery trip and everything else. So I made a report. Then I get a call from customer service about it. I said, I already called in about it. I said, I am not driving in a dark apartment complex. There's no lights in the cut. Why every single person always order food, and they always live in the back of the apartment complex? They live in the very last apartment building. And why are you ordering food at 11 o'clock, 11:30 at night? You know, no, hell no. They just said on the news yesterday that I just got online that somebody got robbed with Uber. Someone was put threw acid in somebody's face, and the person was on the news and he was scared for his life. I said no. Exactly. So come on. So if Uber could sit up in here and have people ordering food, getting rides, and people are attacking drivers, this is too much happening, too much in Atlanta for this to be happening. Too much. Every week it seems like something's happening. So I said, hell no. So anyway, so I get the order from Blitz Wings last night. Not last night. Was it last night? The night before. The next day. This dumb bitch who's a cook there, she's not even the owner. She's the cook. what happened to that order that you had last night? Because the customer called and I had to go to her apartment complex and deliver the food, and she said you called her a fat bitch and you cursed at her. I said, come on. I said, first of all, ain't no one cursed at her. Second of all, I told her, after she gave me some strange looking directions to get to her house, I wasn't getting out the car, and I don't deliver food at a certain time of night in an apartment complex, and she was to come to the car and deliver the food. You're supposed to deliver the food. First of all, I came here to pick up another order, and you telling me about what you did, what you had to do last night, and then she yelling at me like she bumped her stupid head, talking all crazy. I said, first of all, every call is recorded. And second of all, obviously, since Uber did not, they get, you know, if they're going to give her back her money and they didn't send another driver to deliver the food, what makes you think that Uber did not hear that call? They already heard the call. They already heard the call, because when the customer called back and they said she ain't going to sit there and say nothing like, she called me a bitch and she cursed at me. They already heard the call. They already listened to the call. They heard the whole conversation when they go back and play it. And they're not going to send nobody out there to deliver food to that person's house. So the person at the restaurant, this affect our business, and I'm sick and tired of y'all drivers not delivering the food, and people saying food are being missing. What that got to do with me? Every person that I pick up from that restaurant gets their food. So you're going to try to sit there and say that every Uber driver who picks up at Blitz Wings in Lithonia, next to the Shell gas station, if anyone knows where it is, if you're on my channel from Atlanta, don't eat there. Don't eat there. Don't buy nothing from there. Matter of fact, don't pick nothing up from that restaurant, because it ain't worth it. Because she gonna sit there and say that every Uber drivers, they eating the food and taking the food and this and that. Lying. Ain't nobody with that nasty ass wings. I had to get my money back from the last time I ordered Uber Eats from them, from a week ago. And then the girl got her $3 tip. Other than that, I'm not eating over there. She doesn't realize who she fucked with. I'm not just an Uber driver who just delivers to your restaurant. I live in the community. I live with 700 other people who live in those houses and communities, and trust me, I could bang have it. Exactly. And then after all of that, she telling me she had to deliver the food and she didn't do nothing to me. She ain't cursed at me. Hell yeah, she ain't gonna sit there and curse at you and carry on. She already got her money back. So she got free food. Stupid ass. And not only did you lose me as a customer, you ain't gotta worry about me going to Blitz Wings. So she talking about, I don't want you to deliver it from our restaurant. You know, the rest of the order that I was supposed to pick up that night, Uber still paid me for it. They told me to mark the order as picked up, hit other, and restaurant refused to give me the order. They still paid me $7 and some change for picking up the food, and the fact that they gotta have to get somebody else to pick up that order. So today, one of the orders come through. Guess who it's from? Blitz Wings. I sat up there, hit accept. I drove on the other side of things, Stone Mountain, and a few minutes later I just hit long wait, cancel, boop. So they ain't gonna get nobody to go out there to deliver, because there ain't that many people who's gonna drive. Let me make sure. Oops, let me turn on my Grubhub order. I'll be back in a minute, y'all. Alright, I'm back, y'all. I had to turn my Grubhub back, so I'm gonna sit right at this Chick-fil-A on 78 and wait till I get an order from Grubhub. And I'm not driving nowhere up and route. And that's fact, I need to go to the gas station too, so remind me to stop by the gas station. Don't drive away without no gas, because I will not have any gas to go nowhere, to go another 2 miles. So yeah, so I went to the Blitz Wing place, and they telling me I want you to come and pick up your food from them, and I want to hear the recording. First of all, it's already recorded. So I was like, did that make sense? I'm going to sit here, curse somebody out, and you don't come to the door, you don't come to the car to get your food, and I call you and telling you I'm not going upstairs, you know, and that goes for houses too. If I pull up to somebody's house and you ain't got your light turned on and it's pitch black, I'm gonna call you from the car. I'm here. However, it's dark. I can't see. Can you turn on your light, please? Or just turn on the light and open the door so I could at least, you know. Because if I fall and trip on your yard, you're gonna be having a claim against your house. Sure, I don't play that. Ever since I got bit by that dog twice, and I got bit by a dog 2 times doing Grubhub. No, 1 time was Uber Eats, 1 time was Grubhub, and then I got bit again when I was doing Ship. Yep. No, 4 times in Grubhub, Ship, Instacart, and Uber Eats. And I ain't talking about no friendly dog that's jump on you and want to play. I'm talking about like growled. One dog scratched me, and I should have went to the hospital, but I ain't got no damn insurance. So I said if I get like a bad rash or something worse, then I will all I did was call stupid Grubhub and Instacart made an incident report, but you know they ain't doing shit about that. So, you know, Uber Eats got an incident report too if you have an accident. But they're gonna say, okay, what happened? And you know, and then you don't hear nothing about it. You don't hear nothing more about it. But believe me, if my legs started turning rash or infected, then I would have went to the emergency room, and then I would have followed up with my insurance and a lawyer. But luckily, I pray to God it wasn't bad. But you got to be careful. I heard somebody fell at the Publix doing Instacart, and they gave them a reliability, and they told them they fell in the supermarket because there was some spill on the floor, and they were doing shopping at Instacart and hurt their back. And another incident happened when a tree fell on the girl's house. No, girlfriend. A branch tree fell on the girl's car when she was delivering groceries for Instacart. That was when they had that bad storm a few months ago, and they had all those trees and stuff, little branches was coming down, and Instacart didn't pay her, even though she was working at the time. She had to go and file her own claim through her insurance company and pay the deductible to get her car fixed. And you know that they did not reimburse her back for the damages. See, you got to be careful about some of these companies when it comes to things like that. They don't cover those type of damages, and that's why I'm not dealing with Instacart. They're a bunch of thieves. People tell me they gave them tip on the app, and you don't see your tip, and then you sit there and tell, no, this customer said they left a tip. I can't deal with that no more. Can't deal with them. I can't wait till they go out of business, for real. Half the time half your time is waiting for an order to go through. You do Instacart, say you had signed up from 10 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. You'll be waiting for hours just to get a grocery shop, and then when you get a grocery shop, you traveling further distance to get there. Exactly, Dorian. They sure don't. They don't care. They do not care. When they sent me out on that boat dock and travel, Alright, y'all, I'm back. Alright, I'm gonna turn this phone around and see if y'all can see what I'm talking about in a minute. Man, what happened to my audience? Okay, why these two black girls walked in here to put in an application for Chick-fil-A? One walked in here with some booty shorts on. And then the manager, he's like, say, so tell me why you want to work for Chick-fil-A? Well, that ain't no reason to work for Chick-fil-A, or something he said, some smart remark he made. You know, it got to be more than that to reason why you want to work for us. You don't know anybody who who works here? Da da da. Okay, I'll give it to my operations manager, and they'll go ahead and, you know, he just took that application. They probably gave it a second thought. Because for one thing, not to be racist, but I ain't seen a whole bunch of black folks working at no Chick-fil-A. And the only black guy I saw work, some young black guy working at Chick-fil-A, he sound a little bit nerdy. And I don't like to say sound white because there ain't no such thing. But he didn't seem like the typical, you know, street smart black person. He sounded a little bit nerdy because I saw him interacting. He's with these other three white guys who had all these bags of Chick-fil-A food. He was like, hey guys, how are you doing? And da-da-da-da. He sounded like a straight up white boy with a black face. So Chick-fil-A don't tend to, they tend to be real particular in terms of who they hire. It ain't easy working getting no job at Chick-fil-A. Because, you know, they just have a certain kind of values, I guess you could say. You know, you can't take the typical person who work at McDonald's or some other ratchet fast food place that don't give a damn. Let me think of a fast food place that you could go to and they could always be, oh, Wendy's. Wendy's is a perfect example. I was at the Wendy's yesterday to get a 50-cent smoothie, and I had told a girl, I said I would like a vanilla frosty. What flavor you want? I said vanilla frosty. I'm like, I had to say it like 5-6 times, and it wasn't like the intercom system wasn't working. Because if you had if you needed me to clarify what kind of frosty I wanted, you would ask me when I approached to the window, and you would ask me again. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you wanted. Something's wrong with the speaker. Can I get no? But this dumb heifer says, "Were you yelling at me?" I said, first of all, I've been on this line for 20 minutes in this drive-thru. I repeated myself 5 times that it was a vanilla frosty. You asking me over and over again, what did you want? You know, and then you got the nerve to ask me if I yelled at you? I said, let me speak to your manager. I told him what happened. And then this dumb little heifer gonna still stand there. Cars piled up in the drive-thru at 5-something. And she talking to, and then she gonna sit here and curse and carry on. I said, you see how she acting? I said, I'm almost 50 years old. I said, I'm not gonna be spoken to by someone asking me, were you yelling at me? And I had to repeat myself. She asking me over and over again what I wanted, what kind of flavor I want. I keep saying vanilla. You know, I called the corporate headquarters at Wendy's. I'm waiting for them to call me back by the end of the day or tomorrow over that mess. See, and I want to say sometimes people at McDonald's act a little bit unprofessional too. Those young people who work there. See, they can't be working at Chick-fil-A acting like that. Chick-fil-A, you gotta go all out the way to provide good customer service. You know, they give you the little things on the table to identify who you are with your meal. They bring your meal to the table with you. You know, they got people outside with a tablet in the drive-thru taking food orders, so that way the food orders keep on being placed and they keep on moving. And you could be out there in 100-degree weather, and you'll be out there with a hat on, and you'll be out there with a big fan blowing, taking orders at the drive-thru on a tablet. So they even got it like that. So you can't be acting all ratchet. Talk about you want to work at Chick-fil-A. Nope. I would say if I was a teenager, again, I wouldn't say young. I wouldn't even work as an adult at Chick-fil-A. I think my pride would have been too bothered for me to be working at Chick-fil-A or a fast food place. If I was to work at fast food places, I would have to be a manager. They're gonna have to make me a manager or an accountant or the something in the corporate office to work at fast food. But to say that I'm just gonna be working at a fast food place, waiting tables and being a cashier, working in a drive-thru, nope. The only way how I'll be doing that job is if they say, okay, you need to learn to do all the operations of a fast food restaurant to be an owner-operator. That's the only ways how I'll do it. But just to be a regular W-2, talking about, oh, I'm a cashier for Chick-fil-A or McDonald's or Burger King or any fast food place, getting paid $8, $7, that would be, my pride would be so dang hurt. I wouldn't do it. Maybe that's why I'm still doing this Uber Eats and Grubhub, because I'd rather do that than to be working as somebody's cashier. I know it's a job, but you know, it gets to a point where your dignity has to be intact. Because at least you can be an independent contractor, driving your own car and making your own money than to be sitting here saying you work at a fast food place. Like I said, I gotta either be an owner-operator or the district manager or manager. That's it. If any of those titles, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Because managers, let me tell you how much managers make at McDonald's. They make about almost $80,000 a year to be a manager at McDonald's. And Aldi's, the supermarket, to be a regional corporate director or something, they make almost $85,000-$90,000 a year. They make some really good money. And then if you're a store manager at the Aldi supermarket, they make about $55,000-$60,000. Something like that I read. I almost tried to apply. I know, Paula, you told me about that Aldi's, going to that job fair. I didn't even go. Well, I didn't go. There was a reason, too. I think I had a phone interview with somebody at that time. That's why I didn't go. Yeah, that's why I didn't go. There was something else I was doing that morning, and I had to, I was at home with a telephone interview at the time. Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't do it. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna, if I was to do it, apply at Aldi's, I'll wait until they have another job fair. Matter of fact, I'm going to a job fair in some part in September. So, all these jobs, boy, you just have to wait, because everybody's got something on hold. SunTrust, they got that on hold. I'm like, well, we had it on hold. It's like, why y'all interview people just to put them on hold for months? They should have said that from the beginning. No, you know, I ain't heard nothing from that damn Amazon. It still says hired on waiting for hire date. No, I haven't heard nothing from that Amazon. I was saying it has to be before November for sure. So I think it's gonna be I don't know. I'm thinking it's gonna be probably in the middle of September. But I'm getting a little bit tired of all this waiting around. But yeah, they still, you know, they send you periodic emails. We haven't forgot about you. We're still, you know, waiting until we could till we do something they have to do. So it makes sense. I think it makes sense. Once that whole food deal closes, and I also got an email when I applied for that Amazon Fresh, but they didn't have any more dates. They sent me an email a couple of days ago to choose a date for the process. And I said, you know what? I don't want to do Amazon Fresh because they had only paid $10 an hour, whereas the other Amazon position was part-time, but they paid $12 to $13 an hour. So I don't know. I've been doing all these things, applying for jobs and everything else. I applied for a position. I've been on a couple positions that I've been doing on the phone, telephone assessment tests, talking to people on the phone. I got an email today. They want me to run my computer system to be a gamer help desk. You know, people who play those games. They got people to work from home, helping people who play games, computer games, but they only paid $8.50 an hour to do that, and they keep bugging me. Oh, you go ahead. Oh, we looked at your resume. I ain't got no damn experience playing no video games, but they want you to use your own computer and your own resources and everything, and they want me to run a computer diagnostic test, make sure I had the applicable computer speed and everything else to do it. I haven't even done it yet. I may do it. I may run it just to see what they say, but I ain't holding my breath with them because they were looking for people across the United States. So anybody's interested in wanting to work from home and you have an Ethernet connection, meaning you can't have wireless, you have to actually have a hard wire from your laptop connected to the modem, and you can have a hard wire. All you need is an Ethernet cord running from your computer. But they're looking for people to work from home for that, but they only pay $8.50 an hour, and then they say they get bonuses and stuff. But I just didn't understand, what is it that you really supposed to help people who play games, video games? I don't understand how that goes. No, this was a legitimate company. It was another company that was based in other country. They were looking for people to do technical support for gaming. And they were in, what country they was in? There was another country too, foreign country. Not Germany. What's another good country foreign country that's really up in technology? Not Asia, and no, it wasn't one of those. It was one of those, dang it, what's that country? Scotland? Ireland? It was one of those countries, because it was one of those countries I said, boy, I sure wish to go there one day. But they were really good, and they were really up in technology. Oh, man, I have to tell y'all later. I'm gonna have to research it, but I was really intrigued about it. It was almost like they were like, maybe, and I'm not talking about China and Japan or India. This was like, and there was, I know Amazon looking for people all over the world. I don't know. You know what? What's going to end up happening is that all these places that I've been sending resumes to and applying on the phone and interviewing the phone, it says, okay, they all going to come at once. God's going to bless me, and I'm going to be flooded with job offers, and it's going to happen all at once. And then I'm going to have some choices. I'm going to have choices. And that's going to be a good thing. So, whoever offered me the job first, I'm going to start and do it. But if a dream job comes with the opportunity, boom, I'm taking it. That's it. I am taking it. But so far, I had a phone interview with Nostrums.com last week. I had, who else? Let me see. I took an assessment test for There's one other company, I can't remember. Well, of course, you know, Amazon Fresh and the regular Amazon. Then I got called back. Then I got an email from Amazon, the customer service job that I said I didn't like a few months ago. They emailed me back asking me if I want to come back, and they put my name on the list. And if they, you know, all these companies, they all talking about starting in September and October, point blank. I said, when is the training start? Oh, it's October 10th. You know, the middle of September. It's like all these places, they either started in the middle of September or in October. So I say yes to each of them. When they just start in October, you know, the first class won't start till October. So I have at least 3 or 4 places that I've interviewed with that starts in October. You know, so I don't know. I always say whoever calls me first, that's what I'm gonna do first, and then whoever pays the most, I'll just drop the other one and pick up where I left off from the other place. That's how I'm gonna do that, you know. But these companies are gonna mess themselves up because they thinking people's gonna be waiting around until they think they're gonna just wait around and thinking people are just gonna hold out until they decide to hire people. By then, people are gonna have so many choices that they're gonna have to start all over again, especially Amazon. How you gonna have all these people waiting? And I'm lucky Amazon, at least they made sense, and they told you if you currently working, don't resign from your other job until you get a start date with us. So they did tell us that. Don't quit your other job until you get a start date. And tell me, Amazon will drop that date on you real fast. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Whew. I ain't get no Grubhub order, but they gonna pay me my guarantee for tomorrow, for real. Put my cups right here. I don't like. Do y'all do this when you go to the bathroom? I don't like taking my cups in the bathroom. That's so disgusting to me. I know that sounds strange. I brush my teeth in different bathrooms. I take a shower and bath in my bathroom upstairs, and then I go downstairs, which is only like a half bath, and that's where I brush my teeth. So I brush my teeth in one part and take a shower in the other part. All right, I'm gonna put the phone down. Hopefully y'all don't be hearing nothing. I'll be back. Y'all see that pictures? You got these pictures in the bathroom of cows. It looks real pretty too.
Right here. I figured you were looking for me. Yeah, I just need to ask you.
You know, Chick-fil-A got like mouthwash in the bathroom, in the ladies' bathroom at least. I'm tired of drinking tea. I'm gonna give me no more tea for the road. Hey, I want to see tea.
Yes.
Thank you. I ain't getting no orders from Grub since I've been sitting here. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I didn't. All right, what else have been doing? Going on? I should turn on my Uber Eats app or see if I get me some orders. There's been this one restaurant I get a lot of orders from. It's a soul food place on 78. I was there like 3 times yesterday, back to back to back. I should turn on my Uber Eats app and see if I get any orders from over there. But you know what though, to be honest with you, even though you may not get a lot of people tipping on Uber Eats, you could really make some decent money, to be honest with you. To really be honest with you, to be honest, and I'm talking from experience from all the apps, because see, a lot of people, some people do 2 apps at the same time, you know, and but you really can't, you know, I'm a person, I try to stick with one app and trying to work that one app, like when I was doing Instacart, you know, even though at the time I was not active with Uber Eats, but you really don't make that much difference. You really don't make that much money, money-wise, in regards to really making some money. If you do, let's say, Grubhub, and say you didn't get any blocks. Say you just say, you know what, I'm just going to turn on the app and I'm going to just pick up orders throughout the day or whatever. And you was on the app with Grubhub for like 7 hours. You could probably make about $80 easily with Grubhub. Especially if you go to an area, like I said, the whole big thing is going to an area that's populated with restaurants. For Atlanta, that's practically anywhere. No, with Grubhub, you can't just go anywhere. Grubhub, you got to go more into like North True Hills, Tucker. You won't really get a whole lot of Grubhub orders being this closer to Stone Mountain or Snellville. You got to go like Duluth, where all the restaurants are up and down that strip. You gotta go over to North True Hills where all the restaurants are. That's where you gotta go. That's anybody, to be honest, whether it be Uber Eats, Grubhub, or DoorDash. But what really has Uber at an advantage is the visibility. See, I don't have to say, oh, I might get no orders in Stone Mountain. Let me go to Tucker, or let me go to North True Hills. If I said, you know what, I'm gonna stay around Stone Mountain and do Uber Eats, then you get a decent flow, I would say. You not really have to worry about going too far off the path in regards to a restaurant. But the thing is, you have to make sure you hit that time frame, that peak time, 6 o'clock, like right now, from 6 o'clock till about 9, 10 o'clock. After it gets closer to 9, 10 o'clock, it dies down. And then that's when you need to start going closer in town to, say, more in the city part of Atlanta. You know, that's when you're going to have to resort to going to Peachtree Road and Buckhead, where a lot of those people who are college students live. And you know, now that everybody's back in school, you know, you have to go over there more so at night. But then you have to understand, you may not make as much money either. You're not going to make $9, $10, $11 with Grubhub or Uber Eats when you are in college areas. You know, if you do Uber Eats, don't expect a lot of tips unless you kind of get them to tip, like, oh, you know, we appreciate the tips, blah, 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 you know, leave $2, you know, or something. I think that with college students, I'm going to test that next week. I'm going to go right around North True Hills, around Emory, and I'm going to go right to my sweet spot, which I'm not going to tell people where it is, but it's a place that everybody orders food from, wings, all the time. And when all the restaurants that are closed at 10 o'clock, there's one place they open up 24 hours basically. They don't close until 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, who serves food at 4 o'clock in the morning? But people do for some strange reason. But a lot of those times, people who order food like that, they work in security guard, they work overnight, they work at the hospital. So you're going to get a lot of orders. You can get a lot of orders at real late at night. But you're going to have to stick around Emory Hospital, and you're going to have to stick around the college. And I'm not talking about the AU Center, because I ain't going over there. I don't care, Spelman, Morehouse, nope, not going over there. It's still in the hood, and that is, you know, and it's still dangerous. They even, you know, if they could rob those college students walking home, going to the dorm, or going back to their housing in the inner city, you got to be careful delivering food too. That could be dangerous. So, and and besides, most college campuses, you can't go to the dorm rooms anyway. You're not allowed to go upstairs. You can't go to the dorm room. They have to come downstairs. You can't go, you know. They don't want people to go into the dorm rooms, because once you get in that dorm rooms, it's easier to people go into people's dorm rooms and they break into people's rooms, and they do it for security reasons. So, and they'll tell you that. When I lived in the dorm at college and stuff, they had Uber Eats and stuff like that. But if somebody was to order food, you know, pizza delivery, they have to go and meet them downstairs. And if you was living in more classier dorm rooms, they have it where you gotta sign in and stuff, and they'll call you from the room, and you gotta go downstairs. So they don't let people upstairs. They do not let people in those rooms. They don't let people in those buildings. That they don't do for sure. So that's one thing about college campuses. You ain't gotta too much fight with them about meeting you at the car. Cause matter of fact, they'll be already downstairs waiting for their food when you pull up and drive up. That's one good thing I would say about delivering to college campuses. But you have to know the college campus. So that's why I say, you know what? I've been at Emory so much. I know where those dorms are. Eagle Road, Woodruff, Residence Hall. You know, I don't like going to AU Center too much because, number one, you be on Spelman Drive, but then it says, no, you got to cross over here, go over here, and go around this gate and all that stuff. It's just too hard to get through and figure out where on Spelman, Morehouse, AU Center. It's just too much. It's too much. And they everlasting. You can't park here. You can't wait here. So I do not go to AU Center because of that. I never, those old security guards, they be so mean and stuff. You be telling them, I'm Uber and picking up somebody, and they're like, well, you gotta move. You can't be here. You gotta move. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, Lord, So I don't bother with the AU Center. And like I said, it's rough over there. Gentrification may have been a few blocks away, but it is rough when you go outside of those campuses. I was like, ooh, who done it? And there's parts of Georgia Tech that's not all that either. But I don't know. Like I said, Georgia State college campuses, let them get settled in nice and good. They're gonna be ordering food again. They're gonna be ordering food, and they're gonna be taking Uber. But not me. I am not doing it. Nope. Can't do it. Especially when you take them out to those party bars and partying and stuff, and they want to get drunk, they want to get loud and slam car doors and stuff like that. Yeah. Now, I don't mind if I'm picking up people. Now, if I was picking up people, say, on college, the college dorms and, or one part of campus, I don't understand it, though. They got all those public buses and transportation on the around campus itself. I don't know why. Well, I don't know. It depends if they're going outside of the campus. Most of the time, they're not going far. If you really want to make some money and you ain't worried about driving in so far distance and stuff, go to college campuses and pick up people. That'd be your best bet. But they ain't gonna spend that much money anyway, That's why they're gonna do a lot of pools, and those trips ain't gonna be far. But you may have a chance of picking up a lot of rides. But in terms of food delivery, that's the place to go. That is the one to choose. But don't expect a whole lot of money to be made, though. Like I said, $5, $6. And I think you'll get more Uber Eats than anybody because I think they feel they don't have to. I think they feel they don't have to tip. But I think at this stage in the game, I think they know they have to tip, or there's a tipping option. But if I get $2 out of these college students, and I do a lot of orders for Uber Eats, I think I could easily convince them to give me a $2 tip. Because they thinking, if you say, oh, well, just leave a couple bucks for a tip, so we can keep coming back. And you don't got to wait for your food that long. If you tip, We appreciate it. And you verbally tell them. Don't text them. Just verbally tell them. I think they'll leave a tip. You know, I think it's real easy to get a tip out of these college students. Especially if you're delivering food at night. Because you know what, I got a couple of kids like that. I have delivered those McDonald's to them. I said, all right, y'all can leave me a couple bucks for a tip, whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, yes, ma'am. And they sure did leave me the $2 tip though. And I ain't had to force them, you know. I just tell them, okay, here you go. They were so happy to get the food in the bag. I said, just leave a couple bucks, you know, put all your money together, give me a $2 tip. I don't get paid much, and they did it. I think sometimes, some people understand that. I guess, and I don't be asking. I just tell them, just give me whatever you could afford to give. I ain't asking for a whole lot. But sometimes, shoot, those tips make a difference. You figure you do 20 deliveries, and 20 deliveries at Uber Eats, and $2 is left for each person. You get $40, and then the average tip is $4. That's $80. That's $120 a day. And that's if people really follow the golden rule. Give me $2 tip and $4 average, and you do that 20 times, and you do it short deliveries, back and forth to McDonald's. You go to an area where there's McDonald's and it's hot, and people gonna be ordering McDonald's. I swear. That's the thing. I know one thing, if Chick-fil-A was ever doing Uber Eats or Grubhub, I think you could do Postmates with, I know I picked up at a Chick-fil-A, but I was doing Postmates one time. But you don't get too many people that uses apps to order Chick-fil-A too much. But I know there was one place in Atlanta that I went to Chick-fil-A and ordered and delivered it. But nobody has that partnership with Chick-fil-A. No one has that exclusive partnership. So, and I don't know why McDonald's even got it, because regular McDonald's, if you want a large fry and a large drink, they want almost $7, $8 for some nasty McDonald's. I don't get it. If you ain't ordering that $5 20-piece chicken McNuggets, or and whatever happened to the that little value meal thing, that's gone. I've been to McDonald's and I look at their menu, I don't hardly see that anymore. And then if it's and when they used to have the Mac 2, whatever, pick Mac 2, man, that thing was a joke. McDonald's ain't made no money with that campaign. That thing used to be popular, and then after that, I was like, that's it? This little skimpy little chicken wrap? And when they say small fry, they're talking about that little kitty fry. That little, 10 pieces of fries. And there was the Mac 2. That was so not even worth it. It wasn't even worth it. Now, they did have the $5 20-piece McNugget special with the sriracha sauce. I got that a couple of times. That was pretty good. But I had stopped. I'm tired of eating McDonald's. And to be honest with you, I'm tired of eating Chick-fil-A. So I think I mean it this time. I'm not eating Chick-fil-A no more. I'm not eating fast food no more. No more. Nope, that's it. I am done. Finished. Alright, it's time for me to turn on my app. You missed the McRib? Have I ever ate the McRib at McDonald's? I think I think I tried it one time, but that had to have been what, 20 years ago? I don't think that was real ribs. I don't know what it was. It was, to me, it didn't look real to me. I never seen no ribs that small. Even if it was baby back ribs. It's like, I think I remember tasting it. It was like straight up barbecue sauce. It's like, it didn't seem like you wasn't even eating meat. It looked like you were just eating sauce. All you have to do is just put sauce on a bread and just eat it. Mystery meat. Joseph, you so silly. You never know. It could have been cat ribs for all I care. I don't know. I don't know what it was. But yeah, that's right. They did have the McRib. You know what? I think they do that once a year. I think they do that in the wintertime. I never seen that in the summertime. I never seen that. I always seen that like later on in the year, and it'll be like for a few months, 2 months, and then they stop. Maybe they'll do it again. Maybe they'll do it again. I don't know. The McRib. I remember the dang McDonald's cookies that used to come in a little it had the gremlin, the Ronald McDonald, and the what's the purple person? What was the purple one? The McDonald characters. I remember those cookies. Those things used to be good though. I don't see that anymore. And then you used to get the McDonald's glasses with the characters on there. You know those things are worth a lot of money. If you got those old McDonald's stuff from back in the day. I think my mother still got, I don't know if she still got that. I know somebody still got those, we used to collect those glasses, had the McDonald's, Ronald McDonald's on it, the Gremlin, and the, what was the dang purple one called? What was the purple one? Big purple, way before Barney the dinosaur. What was that dang purple one called? I can't remember the dang characters for McDonald's. But yeah, those glasses and those things are worth a lot of money. You know what I'm talking about. They had the McDonald's character. They had the one with the mask. He used to steal. Dang. The Hamburglar. Yep, that's it. I knew you knew. Yep, the Hamburglar. Those were the good old days. And then Burger King, you know, Burger King trying to make a comeback. They've been having these commercials and stuff. And I don't like Burger King no more. Burger King tastes nasty to me. One time I was like, ooh, let me try that the 79 cents hot dog at Burger King. Man, that thing was so nasty. I told them, I said, this is almost not even cooked. Talk about they grilled the hot dog. That thing was so nasty. That was a waste of $1.50. Yeah, it was $1.49 for a little hot dog. Man, that thing was a joke. I don't know what it is. Yeah, Burger King used to be good when we used to have birthday parties. I remember as of my cousins, if they had a birthday, they would have it at the Burger King, and they'll give you the little crown, and then they'll have a little party at the Burger King. But you know what? Anybody from New York, y'all know what I'm talking about, Joseph. White Castle. Ooh, you can't beat no White Castles. Ooh. You know that last time I went back to New York last year in the spring, last year's summer, you know I went right on the White Castles, walked all the way to the White Castles. I have got me like a White Castle sack. know why I'm not getting any Grubhub orders now. You know what? I'm gonna turn on my Uber Eats app. See where I get any Uber Eats at. This is ridiculous. I should have went on to the gym, wasting my time. Let me see something. I'll be back. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Alright, I turned on my Uber Eats up. I turned on Uber Eats because I ain't got no order from Grubhub. Not even going down the road. So, that block is over at... What time is that block over? 7:30? 6:30 now, so I got another hour. I had one more hour, but I'm not even getting the guarantee since they messed me up. Since they messed up my order, I'm not getting the guarantee until they straighten that out, and hopefully for their sake they'll straighten it out. So they probably straighten it out once I send them an email again, and they're gonna see that my block was over at 3 o'clock, and they gave me an order at 3:34 when I was on the phone. They see all that. They corrected it before. But to me, you know, that's still messing me up because it's like you're on the phone trying to straighten out matters with them, and you sitting on the phone waiting, and in the meantime, you know, you're not getting any food orders, or they claim they send you a food order and you can't even accept it because you're on the phone. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I got me 2 deliveries for Uber Eats, and the place is across the street at a pizza place. So since it's a pizza place, I know they ain't finished fixing that food, so I'm gonna wait. And then besides, they told me 10 minutes. I don't understand it. One says 1 minute, and then the other one says 10 minutes. But yet, I'm not going to leave, drop off one food, and then come back and pick up the second order. So I said I might as well wait till both orders are fixed and pick them up at the same time and then deliver it one by one. So that's what I'm going to do. So, I'll see if I get a Grubhub order within the next hour or so, but who knows. I might go to South Carolina this weekend. My mother called me today. You know, she's retired, and they having, you know, they really big in church, so they having a revival, and they asked her to preach. So she asked me to come down. You know, my mother's come. Our relationship has come a long way. I guess it'd be good to visit. You know, I need a break. I need to come and visit, see how she's doing. You know, visit family. Maybe make being around people and being around family. Maybe I won't be such a bitch and get myself all upset over matters that doesn't even make a difference anymore. You know, learn to be more grateful for having a car and be able to drive and deliver food and make some money, because it could have been worse, you know. And I can't think of things in such negative ways over stupid stuff that don't even make that much of a difference, you know. Alright, let me see. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the gas station. Let me go ahead and get the gas before I forget. I hope Look at that dang pizza place. All right, thank you. Whew. Why is the drive-thru so backed up? And then I get. All right, people, move out the way so I can get out. God dang. I don't understand how every Chick-fil-A that I've gone to, it seems like either one, they put it in a smaller lot that doesn't accommodate the amount of cars. And why all these cars? I know there's no dang. That is not a. Sick. You hear this thing on the radio? It's like, fuck that. I don't know if that's a local thing in Atlanta or that's a syndicated radio show.
Sexually assaulted her 6-year-old child.
What?
The mother pleaded guilty to 2 counts of child cruelty for not reporting. Fuck that. The boyfriend on top of the security building. What? Fuck that. Only in the middle.
They're stupid. Question.
Outside a convenience store. Okay. Why did a police officer
you hear
stop
this?
him and send him home to practice because his performance was loud and bad? Fuck that. Keep working on it, Webb.
That thing is stupid. Oh God. What's up with the
racetrack official in England find a woman smuggling a bottle of vodka inside the sandwich?
That is.
Why did a teen in England go to a kiosk in Mickey D's and place an order for a cheeseburger? Okay. Why did he remove every item from the burger and end up being 99 cents for nothing? Fuck that. He says he spent 99 cents to get the receipt to blow up on Twitter. It worked. That's it. Fuck that.
All right, people, learn how to drive to get gas. God damn.
Sunshine, Mama's Boy, and I can't remember what else we did. We gave away a lot of One Music Fest. Yes, sir. There you go. So I'll tell you what, tomorrow we're going in hard. Of course, tomorrow night we're going to be live doing our thing. We got Digging in the Crates at 7 p.m. Show about the CEO, the needle drummer DJ Frost.
Oh, God.
We'll be into the structure. And of course,
Time to get some gas.
I'm gonna burn the Chicago Cubs t-shirt he's still wearing. And then
I'll be back, y'all.
9 o'clock, we're going live on the radio with Sideman Baby. We're gonna be at the Ice Bar, 5456 West Fayetteville Road on the South Side tomorrow night, showing love to my burger. Yeah. Happy birthday. If it's your birthday, we'll see you tomorrow night. Live at the Ice Bar with my man, DJ Theo X. It's traffic time. This is the 411 Pain Traffic Center. Call the law offices of Canada, Pentaluga at 1-800-411-PAIN if you're in an accident.
Hey there, child of science. Go on to A-Town one more time this evening. It's a big spot for you by Ashley Home Store. Still a jam-packed ride move to the center of the city. Better known as the Downtown Connector. Believe it or not, look out for a stalled motor. Still backing things up. Northbound at 10th Street in Midtown. 25 eastbound at Riverdale Road. Looks like that crash just about gone from the south side. Both sides of I-20 are back to routine rides for this time of the evening. West side is still jam-packed. 25 southbound to South Cobb Drive, merging on I-20 the West Freeway, and 75 northbound if you're moving towards Marietta. Delays begin just after Mount Perrin Road. Now, Ashley Home Store's Labor Day event is going on now. Get 30% off, plus 12-month special financing or choose 72 months special financing on select furniture and mattress sets only at Ashley Home Store. This is home. I'm Monique Johnson for Magic 107.5, 97.5, the real sound of Atlanta.
And a family that goes down Saturday, September 9th. The day party is back. 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Backstage Atlanta, 2505 Godby Road, College Park, GA. That Fire Joe Chicken will be in the building. It is the Authentic Caribbean Connection second Saturday Seaside Session. Say that 3 times. It's a reggae beach party beer. Chuck Rock hosts the DJ Chick on the ones and twos. Swimsuit Killer Dress, Total Section. You're gonna need that. The Authentic Caribbean Seaside Session, a reggae party baby. Backstage Atlanta, 2505 Godby Road, College Park. Chuck Rock, DJ Chick of the whole Authentic Caribbean crew. Every second Saturday, day party beer. 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come section.
Only AT&T gives you entertainment your way. So here's our message in a more entertaining way, like an action movie.
You either give me what I want, or you'll never see your best friend / sidekick again. Just give him what he wants, Mac. What do you want? Well, I want an unlimited data plan that gives me more than just talking, texting, and surfing. Okay, but I want live TV too. Well, that I can watch on any screen, my phone, my tablet, or my home TV. He's crazy, Mac.
He may be crazy, but I'm gonna get him what he wants.
Really?
And then tumble off this cliff together. I'll grab a branch while he falls. Take this.
I'm watching my favorite shows and movies on the go.
Sayonara, baby. Only AT&T gives you unlimited data and live television on any screen.
Requires eligible AT&T Unlimited plan. After 22 gigabytes of data usage, AT&T may slow speeds. Compatible device required and sold separately. Additional usage speed and other restrictions apply. See store for plan details.
Hey, this is Avery Sunshine, and it's your time to shine with a car from Kia of Union City. I got a $3,000 rebate on my new Kia Sorento. It's time for me to shine. I told you. I was looking for a used car and ended up getting a new one. A brand new Sportage with no money down. It's time for me to shine. Girl, I'm so proud of you. I love my new
All right, y'all, I'm back. Wait a minute, where the audience go?
and no payments for 6 months. And guess what?
Y'all just leave me like that? Dang. I thank you for the one person who stayed.
Polish up your ride. It's time to shine. When I'm riding down the road, I'm shining stress-free.
All right. Where that pizza place at? I know, I thought it was across the street. Dang. I ain't going nowhere to Kia Union City. That's fact, I ain't going to Union City no more to buy no car. I think I was in dang Morrow, south side of town, when I bought this car. Should've just went on to Gwinnett Mall. Probably would've got a better price in the deal. Okay, let me pick up these 2 pizza orders. Alright, everybody abandoned me, so I guess I'll see y'all in a few.